Now to our second match, and you can bet Jim's watching. It's Korea and Germany, both of them looking for maximum points, and Korea pretty confident after defeating Pakistan last night. Your commentators Jim Maxwell and Richard Agus.
Germany in third place after 3 matches in the trophy. They're backing up after a tough game and a loss 2-0 to Australia last night. Now watch for Michael Green, a superb tight marker. Midfielder Christoph Eimer and newcomer Andreas Lante. On the interchange, Saliga and Bellenbaum could be prominent. Paul Lissick is the coach. Korea playing in their first Champions Trophy, and they beat Pakistan 3-1 last night. Look out for number 11, Jeong, and the captain, number 5, Cho, and the fast-moving right winger, Song. On the interchange, Kang, he's a top goal scorer, and Yo, he could be involved very heavily. Jeng Jae-hong is the coach. Geez, long drive. Coming in from Korea and winning a chance on the free hit with Shin. What's a goal? A goal! Amazing goal. Jeong coming in from the right-hand side.
It's an absolute superb pass by Shin. As you said, he can be run hot and goal. With the bandana, watch as he runs through the circle. Shin picks him up beautifully, and the deflection beats the goalkeeper, and it's 1-0 to Korea.
Song Seong-tai, he scored the goal. That was a shock for everyone, including the German defence. The red bandana is rampant.
Well, we've said all week that he's been a very, very good player. Of course, that's the start that Korea wanted, and of course the start that Germany didn't, because it now means they're going to have to go forward and come out, and that'll expose them at the back. Plus, they had a tough game last night against Australia.
Well, they do play a very methodical game, but as we saw in the last match between the Netherlands and Spain, Spain really worried the Germans when they got in behind them. You just wonder as you watch Jeong here in another build-up, what changes like no offside have meant to some of these teams that you can get in behind.
Oh, absolutely. We saw that with Stephen Davies last night. I mean, sitting up here, we didn't realise where he was hiding. It looked like he was hiding in the crowd. And so they can get into the corners of the pitch and get behind defenders. And that's the exciting part of the new offside.
It's Bechmann with Krona. Bechmann coming through.
There's a third man obstruction there. Unfortunately, Blunk got in the way as Bechmann ran through.
So Korea up by a goal. Are we going to have another shock result tonight in this Champions Trophy? Spain having one of their rare wins early tonight over the Netherlands, and convincing in the end at 5-2. Quick play by Green. The hassle with Blunk.
Off a foot early, gave the first breach.
How does he tell whether it's deliberately played onto a foot or not?
Well, in the rule book, it actually says you can't play it. If you play it deliberately onto a foot, it's not a free hit, it's not a penalty corner, it's actually play on. But brave would be the umpire who didn't blow it. And so that's why they're looking at changing it.
4 from 21 penalty corners. Not a great conversion rate for Germany. None out of 7 last night against Australia. Green there. Tevez. It's a goal!
Bechmann, not the little deflection.
Tevez to Bechmann. 1-1. Germany strike back.
You watch on the replay, the ball is pushed out very quickly. Green makes a nice stop. There's the hit, and a nice little deflection by Bechmann just before it can get to the goalkeeper. Here it is on the other angle. It's hit very flat, but he just gets there to get a little tip on it over the keeper. 1-1.
Another free for Germany. Brings them back onto attack. Bellenbaum. Carried by Bechmann. Meyerhofer. And Saliga.
Danger in here. Great play to build it up. Can they get the shot in?
Ball was lifted. Great skills by Saliga. Beat 3 or 4 players here. Through he goes. Beautiful stick skills through. Touches the ball back. There, the ball popped up off a Korean stick, so it's a penalty corner. It's Germany's second penalty corner.
And they scored indirectly from the last one.
Yeah, Korea have only got 4 behind the line. It would probably help if they had 5. It's hard enough when you've got the right number.
Cho's charging out.
And he's been on the bench, so I think there's been a little bit of confusion there.
Tevez and Mikel are there. There's the track from Green layoff. Oh, beautiful play!
Great play.
Bellenbaum. What a goal. Bellenbaum. The execution was just perfect from Germany to take the lead. The penalty corners are working.
I saw them practicing this on Friday. There's a dummy by Blunk. Ball goes underneath Blunk, and there's Bellenbaum right behind him. So Blunk provides the dummy. You watch it from the other angle. Goes left to Mikel. He dummied. There it is. Bellenbaum, no trouble at all. Beautiful set piece.
2 out of 2 from the penalty corners. Indirectly or directly, well, it doesn't matter. It's 2-1. Halfway through this first period, and the goals continue to come in this tournament. That's 48. We're in the 10th match. That's an average of 5 a game. 3. Saliga.
Just to show the efficiency of the German team, and to some extent the Koreans, there's only been 4 shots at goal, and there's been 3 goals scored.
Yo, but the challenge coming in, giving a pre-hit to Korea from Meyerhofer and Shin.
Even at this early stage, it's very hard to see the Koreans winning this match. They're really struggling to get the ball out of defence, but they're not moving the ball quickly enough. And if you do that slowly against the Germans, they'll have a field day, because they'll just keep getting numbers behind the ball.
It's John and Han. John with Han. And Germany off again. Mikel and Tevez from the back. Bellenbaum. Gemrich and Tevez. Germany up by a goal.
Meyerhofer is starting to get a lot of ball. She needs to close him down, because Meyerhofer is a class player if you let him have the ball in that midfield.
Playing with the old Teutonic efficiency tonight.
They are. They're not in any hurry. They're going to play at their pace. They're going to try and stop the Koreans getting that quick movement hockey that they like so much to play.
Yes, the Koreans getting no chance at all on the counter-attack here, but maybe they've got to make a bit more of a challenge.
Well, they're not manning up. They're allowing the Germans to play their style of game.
They're just waiting for them to come. Now, this is a hard show with Yo and Song. Can they get the shot in here? Bad luck for Kang. Kang and Song.
Kang was the goal scorer. There's the captain. He's not that happy, but it's a lovely pass by Song. It just doesn't fall nicely for Kang, and then he misses it on the sweep shot.
Jion and Ji. Back with Jion. Jiong.
It's the German bench. Bellenbaum. Blunk coming back on.
And Kronis returns. with Blunk there. 1-2 to Krona. Tevez
will wear his stick out in this match the way he's going. They have that many hits there at the back.
This is Ima. Domke.
Nice shot.
What a goal. What an extraordinary goal.
This could be a cricket score, this.
Oliver Domke coming off Ima. Richard Angus will take you through the replay. It's 3-1.
Well, he just picks it up at the top of the circle, strolls into the circle, not much pressure, and just hits it. And he's got a very good shot at goal. You give him a chance to have a free swing at it like that. He's not a big guy, Domke, but he's shown at the Olympics and here he can hit the ball very hard. And they're just playing with such efficiency tonight.
It's the key man, Shin. And that's where it hit Blum.
Australian coach Terry Walsh sitting up there looking.
Mikkel deflection. Gemrick. Green with Han and Song. Now, Hong was there. Way through you to Song. Can they get the deflection?
Yes, it was. It deflected off a German. High through the circle. Penalty corner.
An opportunity for Korea.
First penalty corner. There's Song. Ball goes through the circle, deflected up by the Germans. And you can see the Korean player there helping the umpire with his umpiring. And there's goal cam. There's the Germans, Christian Blunk. Come back to get set up.
Christopher Reitz in goal for Germany tonight. He and Niels Kowalczyk have been alternating. Now Shin's there. What's he going to do? Hit. Rebound. Control.
Should have been another penalty corner. Couldn't believe he didn't play the penalty corner. The ball's gone straight off the goalkeeper's pads up into the air. And normally, here it is on the replay, you'll see this. The ball hits the goalkeeper's pads, goes up in the air to create dangerous play, and the umpire hasn't blown the whistle.
And there's some
bit of action
as we come back to the real thing, and it's Song. His son.
He's either slid onto his, holding his forehead.
Now,
here's a free hit. He's run on the dunk. Oh, he's got the ball off the goalkeeper into the. It actually should have been a penalty corner. The ball was kicked into the guy's head, but it probably won't be. Just an accident.
Gee, that's what I was saying before. It's amazing things like that don't happen more often. Has there been any thought to having some lightweight crash helmet in this game, or would it be too much of an inconvenience?
Yeah, there just aren't that many injuries. I mean, watch it here again. It's a free hit. It's a nice dummy. The ball gets through. Song. The idea was Song to deflect it. The goalkeeper Wright kicked it straight up into Song's head, and in fact, probably he's very lucky it hit him on the head, but not in the face.
Just as well as wearing that bandana.
Yep.
So into the second half. Germany in command here against Korea. After the Koreans had opened the scoring. And it's Bechmann on the way. Tevez.
Just a bit quicker and stronger to the ball. I can't see any obvious changes in the German lineup. But what I will be looking for to see whether Korea push up onto them and try to deny them the space.
Lunk. Germany. That's Tevez. Saliga going for the shot. Free hit Germany. Now Tevez. Deflection? No.
Went in the goal, but it must have been a deflect off a Korean defender. It wasn't hit by a German inside the circle, so it wasn't a goal. You always have to remember that in hockey, the ball has to be hit by an attacker inside the circle.
Now Korea through G.
That's a good ball.
Great overhead from John.
That was a great ball.
And a half chance for Kang. Oh, just hit the side of the goal. He'd drawn the keeper out. Tevez couldn't do much about it. And Kang very nearly pulled one back for Korea.
That's how you get out of defence. He's tossed the ball. Well, that's got to be close to 60 yards. He's tossed that ball. Kang's have got it. Just ran a little bit away from him.
Didn't miss by much.
Certainly didn't. Korean free hit.
Hong gets another go. This is good work by Hong at the deflection.
Penalty corner was played very, very well.
Off a foot.
Good play by Hong. Ran through, as you see here. Number 7, there he is. He's run through, protects the ball, cuts through the German defence with pace, pushes it. There's a little deflection on the Green's foot. Penalty corner. Second penalty corner. First this half.
They've had a few fancy moves, variations on the penalty corner. Watch this one. Shin, lay off, via the foot. Another one. Meyerhofer in between the ball and a Korean attacking player.
Didn't look decisive, Jim, did it? It looked like they were unsure as to what was happening. You can see them chatting at the top of the circle. Let's see what they decide this time.
They've missed on the trap a few times, every team. Now what's happening? Rolling ball.
Well, the umpire's indicated that he thought that there was an obstruction at the top of the circle. In other words, a running screen, if you're talking basketball terms.
Well, it was very indecisive, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
Now, a half hope here. Shin's there. Song's gone into the circle, back in the middle with Kang's pass cleared. Tevez was there. Shin. Imer all over him, concedes the free.
Well, this is a new-look Korean team that's come out after half-time. They've been fired up by their coach by the look of it.
There's Song and Shin. Jeong. Imer rugged in defence. Jeong. Deflection keeper. Shin.
For this circle.
Deflection wide.
There were 20 people in that circle. What chance the umpire got of seeing who it deflects off? We've got to change that rule.
Yes, get them out of there.
Oh, absolutely.
Meyerhofer with green. And we're back in this corner of the
good
pitch.
play by the Koreans. Unfortunately, it was a stick check. The worm has turned here a bit, hasn't it?
Well, the whole of the match has been played down in this corner. Meyerhofer. Quick turnover. In goes Chang. Kang could not get the clear shot, and Reitz was able to comfortably bunt it away.
And there it is there. There's the ball. It had a shot, but it wasn't a hard shot.
Germany still up 3-1. Midway through the second half. Now Song. The Bandana Express. Can he get the cross?
Yes, unfortunately, he obstructed in the circle. It was a good run. He ran at the German defence, and you have to do that.
He just strike.
Very pleased with the umpire's interpretation of the obstruction rule here. They're really jumping on the players who are using their leg to protect the ball.
This is Kim. Kim wheeling through and getting the penalty corner.
Yes, you can hear the stick checking. You can hear it all on the effects microphone. Not once, but 2 or 3 times. There he is, he's running through. He's just protecting the ball. They're reaching in. There's a bit of a fumble there, but he got away with it. And through he goes again. Another stick check. And eventually a penalty corner. Penalty corner number 4 for this half. 5 overall.
Now Korea, another chance to pull one back. Shin and Green, penalty corner. Again, Tevez was in there.
But they don't look like they've practiced anything. It's like, almost like they're making it up on the moment.
And unconvincingly.
It certainly is. But you know what'll happen? They'll score one through a fumble or something.
They'll have one of their little layoffs. There it is. Half chance again.
Obstruction there. The ball went behind Kang.
Aimer. Taken out by the defence of Hahn. Aimer with Blunk. Aimer pursued out of it, but conceding the free hit. John chasing through with Blunk after Korea trying to defend, but they're hustling, trying to get through on them a bit more, not letting them have the time they had in the first half. And as a result, they're getting a bit of possession. Look at Song go.
They really are having a go, and that's the difference. So much so, the Germany who had 18 circle penetrations in the first half have had none since half-time. And that's the difference.
But no goals for Korea in this half. It's Song with Kang.
It's turned in.
And Korea.
Everybody has to be 5 yards.
There's about 100 of them in the circle. Shin. Where do you go? Look for a deflection. Didn't get it.
Too many bodies in there. You need to shift the ball at least once.
Green with Bechmann. Controlled it well. Aimer.
Stick check. Umpire did miss that one.
Well, it's play on for Kang. Song's ahead of him. Kang and Song. Kang is shot. Saved by Rights. And Green is there, the cool man at the back. Meyerhofer lost it. Shin again. Deflection wide. That was promising for Korea.
And you can hear the German bench calling out to the umpire to stop the play because Ayman looked like Ayman wrenched his knee, but he's standing up there. He seems to be okay. So good umpiring by Murray Grind under intense pressure, verbal pressure from the German bench. Here it is here, and you'll watch the stick check if you see it. There's the stick check. That's when he wrenches his knee, just on the inside by the look of it. Germany are going to win this match. That's going to give them 7 points. That's going to be not going to be enough probably, but still it's going to have them right in there.
Here's Kang. And the shot in there, where from? It came from Song. It was knocked down by Wright. Song has another go and almost scored just by the left post.
This is by an inch.
Frustration for the Koreans. It's been that sort of half for them.
Here it is here. There's Kang again. He's been the goal scorer. He beats everybody, keeps his composure, knocks the ball back beautifully. How everybody missed it. Then the shot from Song, well cleared by the goalkeeper, but it wasn't cleared enough. Song again, 1 inch past the post. And really, Kang was there. He should have just laid his stick down.
Now Saliga has a shot. Pretty wide. And that'll be the game. Germany move up the competition table. They're in second spot after 4 games. Spain third and the Netherlands fourth. A very good performance by Germany in the first half. Korea couldn't take their chances in the second. Richard Angus.
Well, a game of contrasting styles. We said all throughout the first half that if Korea allowed the Germans to play the game as they like to play it, they'd never win that hockey match. At half-time, they've obviously reassessed the situation. The coaches organised a little better. The players have suddenly realised they had to apply the pressure, and they did. And they created a lot of shots at goal. Overall, Korea had more shots at goal than the Germans, but the Germans were just far too efficient, particularly on their penalty corners. And of course, we saw in the second half, Korea had 5 penalty corners to Germany 1. But at the end of the day, it was Germany 3, Korea 1.
And confirming tonight's earlier result, Spain 5-2 winners over the Netherlands. Up into second place then go Germany, and last night's loss to Australia hurting them a little less. Indeed, they may still meet the Kookaburras in Sunday's final. Let's have a look at the points table at the end of day 4. Australia 2-point leaders on 9. Germany outright second on 7. Spain still well in it with 2 wins and 6 points. They could jump up to second or even first tomorrow night. Netherlands on 4 and need to beat Australia tomorrow. Korea have just the 1 win, but it's 1 more than Pakistan. So, Richard, Australia and the Netherlands tomorrow, do you think we should forget the Dutch form from tonight?
Absolutely. I just couldn't believe how poorly they started. They'll be like a wounded tiger tomorrow night, coming out on firing on all cylinders. I think some of their key players will really step up, and Australia will really need to be on their mettle, and I think they will be.
Well, they've played superb hockey, haven't they, Australia? You can't wish to see better hockey.
No, they've been absolutely exciting. I think their defence has been very, very sound, and that's been the launching point.
The player was feeling really, really nervous.